Welcome back, I'm Captain Stancom, and this is the first installment of the definitive guide to every clone trooper that LEGO has ever made. And this is a subset of my Know Your LEGO Clones series here on YouTube, and I'll provide a link to that playlist in the description below. Alright, so before we jump into the video, I'm just going to ask you to please subscribe and turn on your notifications. I got a lot of great videos just like this one coming out, so you're going to want to stay tuned and be alerted as soon as the next video of mine drops. With that being said, let's jump into this video. So in this series, we're going to look at every single clone trooper, as I said, that LEGO has ever made. And to start off, we have the original Phase 1 clone trooper, seen in two sets in 2002 and 2003. And those two sets were the 7163 Republic gunship, released in 2002, and then later the 4482 ATTE, or All-Terrain Tactical Enforcer, from 2003. Now, both of these sets, LEGO was very generous with and gave 4 of these clone troopers in each one of these sets, which is pretty good considering that it's only been recently that we're getting a lot of clone troopers per set. These LEGO clones are based off of the clone troopers seen in Attack of the Clones, and while there are several variants of the clone troopers seen in the film, including commanders, lieutenants, sergeants, and even captains, there are only Phase 1 clone troopers that LEGO has made with this style of clone. Besides Attack of the Clones, these troopers also show up in various video games, especially Battlefront, as well as the 2003 comic book style series, The Clone Wars. So we'll start out by looking at the helmet of this clone trooper. And this helmet is unique. It is not only unique in the printing that's on it, but as well as the mold for the helmet itself. There are 15 different helmet molds that are used for clone troopers throughout LEGO Star Wars. However, there's only 4 of them, including this one, that have been used only for a single character in all of LEGO, and even in LEGO Star Wars. And the most interesting thing about this helmet is its cut visor design. And it's very nostalgic for a lot of people because it doesn't have as much of the modern flares to it that we see with newer LEGO, but it harkens back a lot to older styles of LEGO, which is why this character has such a large draw to it. Next, we'll take a look at the head, which is just a black basic head. And this was standard until 2008, and it was used in 13 clone troopers, and then after 2008 it was brought back 2 times, once in 2010 and then in 2011. The torso is not unique either. It is used in the original P2 clone troopers from 2005 to 2008, as well as the original Phase 2 jet trooper that was seen in 2005 and 2006 in the clone turbo tank. Interestingly, the torso also was used in 2004 in the 4504 Millennium Falcon as an accidental inclusion for the snowtrooper instead of its normal torso. And this variant's actually a mistake because it was only prevalent in the 2004 Blue Box version, not in the original trilogy version of this set. It's also worth noting that this torso does look very similar to 2 other torsos that are found on LEGO Clone Troopers, one of which is used in a lot of newer Episode 2 clone troopers, and then the other one was used in an Episode 3 clone specifically from 2010. And I'll have another video coming out soon describing these 3 torsos and what to look out for so that way you don't accidentally confuse the torsos with these clone troopers. Attached to the torso are the arms and hands. The arms are white, and just like every single clone trooper that LEGO has ever created, they are on-printed. And then the hands are black. Finally, we'll look at the legs, and these legs with the black waistband and then the white legs that are on-printed appear in 27 different clone troopers, which is actually about a third of the clone troopers that LEGO has ever created. And of course, what is a clone trooper without his weapon? And there actually are 2 variants of the blasters that these clone troopers carry. The first one appeared in the gunship, and it was a bullhorn with an orange-red stud attached to the front of it, which is not really accurate when you compare it to the film, and that was corrected in the ATTE that came out the next year. Though it still had the bullhorn, it had a blue stud that was attached to the front, which if you look at pictures from Episode 2, they are clearly shooting blue lasers out of their guns. So that was a nice correction by LEGO. And as of summer 2022, the current price with a 6-month average is somewhere between $17 to $22, depending on whether or not you buy this character new or used. And there you have it, the original Phase 1 clone trooper from 2002 to 2003. And we're going to leave it there until the next installment. That next installment will be the original Phase 2 clone trooper that appeared in 2005 until 2008. And I'm really excited to share the history and details of that clone trooper with you, so be sure to subscribe and turn on your notifications so you can find out exactly when I release that video. And of course, if you've enjoyed this video, a like is really appreciated. So thank you so much for stopping by and watching through the first video of the definitive guide to every clone trooper that LEGO has made. And until next time, this is Captain Stancom, signing out.